ABC welcomes you to the following presentation of the XFL.
The class of the XFL is certainly the Houston Roughnecks.
And the Roughnecks will improve to 4-0.
P.J. Walker has been dynamite.
The Patrick Mahomes of the XFL.
You gotta be kidding me.
Keep our foot on the gas, yo.
Cam Phillips from P.J. Walker.
Who else but Cam Phillips?
That's another one.
It's going to be awfully difficult for anyone to catch these Roughnecks.
No one has caught them yet. The only remaining undefeated team in the XFL with the best offense in the league has Houston sitting pretty at 4-0. Tasked with the job of slowing them down today, the Seattle Dragons look to turn their season around and make some XFL history in the process.
Go, baby. Hey, we all here for a reason. We all here for a reason. We've been saying all year we connected. We all here for a reason. We're going to go out here together. We're going to get this dub today. We're going to take some shots down the field, but we got to be patient. I know they're going to try to keep everything underneath, but we'll find some places to take a shot, including the first play of the game. All right? All right? So grab a hand.
Welcome, everyone, to the progressive countdown to kickoff. 61 degrees, cloudy skies here in Houston, Texas. Outdoor pro football in Houston, kind of a novelty. We're almost halfway home, can you believe it? Week 5 of a 10-week regular season. Greg McElroy, I'm Steve Levy. Welcome, everyone, to the game. So, wasn't that long ago, we were talking about P.J. Walker, and he was the Patrick Mahomes of the XFL. You got an updated version for us?
Yeah, well, let's just go to a guy that was also in the MVP running last year, and that's Russell Wilson, who, honestly, I look at the stature, 5'11", they're both 5'11". Now, Russell's way bigger, he's 215. P.J. Walker's 214. So outside of that, the style of play are very, very similar. I love how they keep plays alive. And P.J. Walker's done a great job of this. Right-handed quarterback moving to your left and layering the football over a defender, such a difficult throw. Well, Russell Wilson did it just a couple years ago against the L.A. Rams. Beautiful throw to the back corner of the end zone. And even when things are bad, it's no problem. Fumbles the snap. Could have been an atrocious play. Instead, he turns it into a touchdown. Oh, looks familiar.
Yes.
Fumbled snap. Russell Wilson gathers it, no problem. Calmly looks downfield and turns what is a horrendous play into an explosive play. They both have that playmaking ability, man. It's been so fun to watch P.J. Walker throughout the first 4 weeks of the XFL season.
Interesting. Russell Wilson, Seattle. Seattle's in town. Oh, by the way, the Seahawks have personnel people here today to look at P.J. Walker. As for talking to him, here's Diana Rossini.
Hey guys, PJ, lots of buzz about you already being the MVP of the XFL. Do you think you're the best player in this league?
Absolutely, I take that with a lot of pride, and I just come out here every time I step on the field. I just have that mentality to be the best player on the field every time. So just to go out there and play with a lot of confidence and a lot of swag, just go out there and have fun.
Well, we just heard your coach say that you guys are going to take a shot on the first play when you guys are out here. So what can we expect to see?
Just to go out here and make a big play happen. We got an opportunity. Hopefully I hit one of the receivers downfield.
Just doesn't want to give it up. We don't know who it's going to. All right, let's send it over to Tom Luganbill, who's going to explain how he's going to hear the play call in his helmet.
Well, thank you, Diana. We're going to get a little play call, the little radio that's in the helmet for P.J. Walker, the Houston quarterback. We're going to listen in on June Jones. Give him a scenario to make the play call so that you can hear exactly what P.J. is hearing in his ear. So, Coach, here's the deal. We've got 3rd and 8 is the down and distance. It's going to be 22-man. What's your call?
Well, I got a couple ideas on that. If they play more 22-man than they do anything else, my first call is probably going to be a draw. And then the second call, we'll try to get some kind of rub with a receiver, a Houston Scissors or a X-Go, which we kind of convert into a pick. So those are the type of things we think.
Coach, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Guys, that's the listen that you hear. That's what P.J. Walker hears when he gets the call from June Jones.
Wow, Tom, not exactly crystal clear like on your XM Sirius radio. Quite a difference there, especially with the crowd noise we'll have today. When Jim Zorn calls the plays into the headset of his quarterback today, he'll be talking to B.J. Daniels. They made a swap last week at halftime. Didn't win the game, but they look like an entirely different team in St. Louis.
Yeah, they've been lethargic really through the first 3.5 games. They decided to go with B.J. Daniels in the second half against St. Louis, who's an excellent defense, and he provided athletic, great runner. Actually, at one point, well, in one of the many stops of his NFL career, they tried to convert him to running back. But when watching him, actually very impressed with how he throws the football. So fun to see him today, see if he can bring some life to an offense that has been somewhat stagnant throughout the first half of the season.
This has been the Progressive Countdown to Kickoff. And we are ready to roll. Ernesto Lacayo kicks it away. And Jane A. Harris on the return for Houston. They bring it out to the 25-yard line. You know, there's no coin flip, but June Jones always wants the football. P.J. Walker, the breakout star of the XFL so far. He's got NFL players taking notice. Deshaun Watson tweeting at him after a Week 2 throw, and his former Colts teammates have also joined in the hype. One of his Colts teammates is in the building today. USA Today made those comparisons to Patrick Mahomes and P.J. Walker, the top passer in the XFL. I expect they'll take a shot here.
I think that's a good
me.
guess. That's a good guess.
Out of the gun. Here they go. Right sideline looking for Cam Phillips and nearly intercepted. Nearly intercepted. Channing Stribling, as if he was listening in to the pregame chat. Nearly intercepted that.
It was a really nice job by Stribling, getting his eyes inside. After the release, look at Stribling turn his head around. Ball is slightly underthrown, but Stribling stride for stride in phase. Almost made a play on the football. Good defense there by Seattle, who's been pretty good on that side of the ball. Have not had many woes on defense, but offensively they've certainly struggled.
Quick throw out to the left side of Sam Mobley. Mobley will get some playing time. Sammy Coates is inactive today.
And look, trips right, 760 max, Hank. Trips right, 760 max, Hank.
Hey, we got trips right, we got 760 on 3 on 3, ready? Omega.
Anchor usually curl routes. You usually read this inside out. So let's see if he tries to find someone over the middle of the football at about 6 yards.
To Cam Phillips. He has first down yardage on forward progress. Phillips was totally shut down, taken out of the offense a week ago. Amazing they could win that game with just one catch last week for 9 yards.
Featuring him early, 2 looks already.
Bucks, Z now. Bucks, Z now. Trips left, Bucks, Z now.
And you see those terminology. Denver and Broncos, those are married together. Those inside run plays. Aloha, that's all hitches. Aloha, all hitches. And then you'll see 9s as well. That means go routes by those 2 outside wide receivers. So it's a little glossary of terms you might listen to today.
On the ground, it is James Butler. First rushing play of the day. Not a surprise. Houston passes the football 70% of the time.
See that money line coming in. Seattle, a heavy underdog, but very tough for teams traveling more than 2 time zones. Of course, Seattle coming from the West Coast here into the Central Time Zone.
Yep.
Those teams have not fared well, and a massive underdog here on the road against the 4-0 Roughnecks today.
2nd and 5. Incomplete. Marco Myers able to deflect it away.
Yep. All right, let's go. Hum to bunch left. Hum to bunch left. 80 Z pivot. Choice switch. Hum.
Hey, we got 80 on 2 on 2, ready?
To bunch left. 80 Z pivot. Choice switch.
Say go.
Pocket collapsing, little sidearm throw, looking for Cam Phillips, and it was knocked away. Channing Stribling, looks like it's his assignment on Cam Phillips all day. 4th down.
And you watch this front right here, a little twist inside as the running back and the right guard try to engage. Those 2 Dragon defenders swap places, and they couldn't get hat on a hat as the pocket collapsed around P.J. Walker. Good showing early from Seattle trying to control the line of scrimmage.
Austin Rico is back to punt. And Austin Prohl. The punt is shanked. See if it stays in bounds. Now it'll roll down to the 18-yard line. That's where Austin Prohl picks it up. And Seattle will start 1st and 10 from their own 20. B.J. Daniels handed the keys to the car. Remember the Seahawks team that went to back-to-back Super Bowls, beat the Broncos in Super 48. He's also a member of the 2016 Atlanta Falcons team that went to the Super Bowl, lost to the Patriots, and rather familiar with Houston. He was on the Texans for 2 games, 2015. His only 2 NFL pass attempts of his career came with the Texans. On the ground, Kenneth Farrow, just back to the line of scrimmage. Told you that B.J. Daniels handled the keys to the car. He replaced Brandon Silvers a week ago at halftime. Silvers is inactive today, and that means that Keenan Reynolds is listed as the backup quarterback for the Dragons. He has some experience playing quarterback at Navy, one of the all-time greats in the Naval Academy's fine football history. Here's Daniels to run with the football. Takes off, it'll pick up 5. Jim Zorn calls the plays.
All right. 11. Double right. 21 ace Indy shingle. Back, you got to check wide.
Say back, check wide. Check wide means the running back's going to check his protection, and the running back will then run a swing route to the left-hand side as his outlet if he doesn't like the progression.
Thought about dumping it off. He'll run for it and get the first down out to the 31-yard line.
You'll see Seattle terminology very different from that of the run and shoot with June Jones. Topper is a running play to the outside, kind of like a wide handoff sweep. Spacing is hitch routes, but they spread those hitch routes out wide, hence the word spacing. And Dancer, universal term for going deep. Let's take a shot, try to make it rain out here.
Got 2 tight ends in there now. Quick throw that time, got rid of it to Dontez Bird. Had to go down to make the grab, and he'll stay there.
Greg, I really like the game plan so far from Jim Zorn here. He's run the football. He's utilized the quarterback's legs, both in the run game, and allowed B.J. Daniels to make plays when the pass wasn't there. And then a nice, quick confidence throw. Really good drive to start off here for the young quarterback.
On the ground, Kenneth Farrow. Farrow played his college ball here at Houston.
Hey, there we go. All right, here we go. 11 personnel. Double right, open, 22 Zulu. Double right, open, 22 Zulu.
You're 22. It makes you think it's going to be a run play to the right side. Even numbers to the right, odd numbers to the left. With Seattle's terminology.
With 4 receivers, they do run the football with Farrow. It's going to be just short of the marker.
He's short. Man, come on.
Back up. We got a first down. First down.
Hey, go.
I wonder if they look at that spot again. They're going to give him that first down, huh?
It's tough to tell when he was down because he was on the back of one of the defenders there in the trenches. So I think the spot's sound. It's going to be tough to overturn if they look at it.
That's Keenan Reynolds in motion, top of your screen. Off the play fake. Daniels to throw to his tight end, Ben Johnson, out to the 45. Seattle has 4 tight ends. Houston has 0 tight ends.
At one point, they had 5 tight ends, too.
Difference in philosophy.
Not only a difference in philosophy, guys, but it's difficult to prepare for and practice against when you don't have those bodies on your own team.
That's a great point. You never see it. Here's Daniels approaching midfield. Close to the first down marker.
And this is what he really makes it difficult on a defense. You always have to have 2 guys to the play side of the run. You have to have a guy that chases the running back to force the pull read, and then a defender over the top to account for the quarterback run. So makes it so tough to defend when you have a quarterback with wheels like B.J. Daniels has.
9th play of the drive. They're not even at the 50. 3rd down and 2. Jaquan Gardner is checked in. Look to throw for it. Here's Daniels. Daniels all the way back to the 30. Look to get out of it. Direct traffic. Throw on the run. Got a man wide open and could not hook up with Alonzo Moore. The big play was there. Daniels bought the time. Couldn't make the throw.
You're going to have to see this check down. Watch the running back as he sneaks out into the flat. They're trying to work a little rub route here to the left. He doesn't see it, so he tries to run. Look at that running back in the flat, wide open. You only have to gain 2 yards. Throw it to him, it's a first down. This is something that he's going to need to work on. Hey, hasn't had a ton of reps as the starting quarterback. Going through your progressions is something that takes time.
Sam Mobley from the 14. Helmets crashing down at the 27. Noah Borden made the special team stop. It's only a 37-yard punt by Brock Miller. Houston, P.J. Walker, second crack with the football when we come back.
This presentation of the XFL is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. Visit Progressive.com.
Former Houston Oilers star Billy White Shoes Johnson spoke to some of the Roughneck players this week. He was talking to Cam Phillips about upping his touchdown celebration dance. You remember the funky chicken? One of the first touchdown celebrations in NFL history, long before Deion Sanders. Johnson's one of 2 return specialists named to the NFL top 100 all-time team. And I think this is the best logo in the XFL myself. And you see the nod to the old Houston Oilers. Remember Bum Phillips?
Absolutely.
We're going to kick that door down. They could never beat the Steelers in the playoffs. But love you, Blue. Great history of pro football here in Houston, Texas. Second possession for P.J. Walker. First one didn't go so well. Ball comes out. Jockey Smith able to knock the ball away and falls on it too. Jacquez Smith is the man there for Seattle.
This is really nicely done. Just an upfield pass rush right around the hoop. Takes a little time, trying to work a stutter-go concept to the right. Doesn't like it. And Smith's able to get home, ripping the ball away from Walker as he's getting ready to throw the football. Excellent job by Seattle's defense, creating a pass rush in these first couple drives and taking advantage there of the timing on the bang-bang play.
First fumble lost this season by Houston. The Roughnecks at +9 in the turnover margin. That's the best in the XFL. But here they do turn it over, and Daniels will take the shot, and it's off the fingertips of Evan Rodriguez.
And this was a pretty good throw, a little bit high, but that's where you want to miss if you're trying to throw it to your tight end. Big body, it was a very small window. And that's one you'd think the tight end would be able to bring in for you. Pretty well thrown there by Daniels.
Going to pick up the first down with Austin Prohl. And the Dragons are in business.
What yard line? Got it. All right, here we go. Let's go. Trips left, Chevy. Trips left, Chevy.
Hey, Chevy.
See, I could have done this. Okay, all right.
No, you good right here. Bingo.
I think it was one word, just inside, yeah.
Gardner. Let's see where they spot him this time. Gabe Wright.
All right, here we go.
The tackle.
Hey, let's go.
Let's go. Level.
They're going to give him the first down.
Trips right. Level. Y corner. You got that, BJ? Y corner.
See who called timeout. 11 was left on the play clock.
What we got?
Maybe they're going to look at the spot this time.
What we got?
Huh?
Trey Blake is our referee today.
The ruling on the field is that the runner reached the line of the game for a first down. The previous play is under further review.
We thought there was an earlier generous spot, but this time they will stop the game and take a look at it.
Tell you what, too, guys, Coach Zorn, you heard him talking to his staff
Salim.
up in the booth
Hey.
about
Yeah, he's on top of bodies. He's surfing bodies. It's hard to tell, so I just wanted to give it a better look. I can't see evidence of his knee actually going down. I think he was surfing bodies, so that was a good call in the field. So we're going to go with a stand here on the line to gain, so we're going to be first and goal at the spot of the ball.
Thank you.
Yep.
Salim Chowdhury, our
After
replay
further
official.
review, the ruling on the field stands. Be first down, Seattle.
I like that term, surfing body. I've never heard that before. I'm borrowing that one, absolutely.
You've been crowd surfing before, McElroy.
Hasn't. I mean, that's a Tuesday night in the McElroy house.
The mosh pit.
Yeah, just going on down to the local pub and body surfing a little bit. But no, I like that. That makes sense. That's a good visual.
Stay with the call on the field. It is first down and goal. From the 7.5. Daniels wants to run out of there. Maybe a yard on the play. Beniquez Brown came up to make the stop.
All right, here we go. I want to go trips right. Trips right, pirate. Trips right, pirate.
Going with these one-word terminology, it's a learned concept by all these players.
Second and goal. Hands off to Gardner, charging ahead. Down to the 1-yard line. Corey Crawford, the nose.
Usually when you have those one-word plays, that's for quick plays. That's for, hey, we want to beat the review, so we'll go Chevy, we'll run it inside real quick, we'll live the play just so they don't review it, or a 2-minute play like that. So you don't often see that in regular down and distance, especially in the red zone, but clearly pretty effective here for Seattle.
Hey, Houston's defense was the unit that won that game last week. Let's see if they can make a big play. 4 wide receivers in. Farrow is the back. And they hand it off to Farrow, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Straight handoff, and Edmund Robinson, who came up and made the big play for the Roughnecks last week, had a sack, forced fumble, and picked it up and ran it in for a touchdown. In their victory against Dallas last week, Robinson makes another huge play, and it's 4th and goal. Kirk Barron is being attended to. He'll come off the field. He's the backup center for Seattle.
Coach Zorn's going to go for it here, guys. Trying to go over the play call. He's got an injured player coming off, and they're trying to get their personnel on. 2 injured players right now.
Michael Dunn is also down. So that's the center and the right guard for now. That's Dunn, 76.
The quarterback got there too.
So you got a 4th and goal from the 1, and you just lost 2 offensive linemen.
Trojan. Trey right, Z left, 32Q Trojan.
Yep, 32Q Trojan, guys. And there was no hesitation from Coach. He was going to go for it no matter what.
You hear Q, it makes you think quarterback run of some sort.
Daniels put his head down and scampers into the end zone untouched. 4th and goal. Seattle goes for it, and it's Daniels into the end zone for the touchdown and the lead.
They had a great job by the right side of that offensive line and those tight ends and the running back. Little quarterback sweep with a boss contact. Boss meaning back on secondary support. So you have basically a fullback out in front, quarterback sweep. So tough to account for. And a great call there by Jim Zorn on 4th and goal.
Gonna go for 2 from the 5. Daniels will throw for it and missed everyone, overshot Ben Johnson. 3:25 to play in the first quarter. Maybe a bit of a surprise early. Jacquez Smith makes the big play for the Seattle defense. And it's B.J. Daniels who cashes in at the other end. 6-0 Dragons here in Houston.
So courageous, be the greatest, breaking out them cages, outrageous.
Quarterback B.J. Daniels, how important is this to you for your confidence to be able to be an integral part of that offensive drive with your arm and your legs?
It's big, but we're all doing it together. So the biggest thing we did was just put up points. That's what we have to do.
All right, thanks, bud.
Thank you.
See the numbers on Daniels. Got some blood on the uniform. Did you ever have blood on your jersey?
Once or twice. Never my own, though.
Jim Zorn told him it was cool to have blood on his uniform.
It is cool. It has a certain level of toughness.
It's definitely cool. Charles James is back deep for Houston. And let's see. Going to take it from the 2. Out beyond the 20-yard line. Tonight, 5 Eastern. Over on Fox, the New York Guardians and the Dallas Renegades will go at it. Dallas without Landry Jones, probably for a couple of weeks. See how the Guardians figured things out. And then tomorrow, doubleheader, St. Louis and D.C. That'll be most interesting to see how both of those teams respond. The nightcap has the Vipers and the Wildcats. Tampa Bay finally getting that first elusive victory. Remember, you can go to www.xfl.com/tickets to purchase tickets to any XFL game. Andre Williams, the former Boston College star, is stopped eventually by Steven Johnson.
Hey, Greg, I was listening to Mark Kreiner, the linebackers coach at Seattle, and he said, we're going to keep disguising, and we're going to stay in too high and force them to run it. We know they want to throw it. We're going to force them to run it.
June Jones not comfortable calling run plays.
No.
We know that. So you almost have to force his hand by giving him an advantageous look. But right now, P.J. Walker, not much of a rhythm throwing.
Back to Williams, has the first down, and you can see Seattle's expecting pass. And why wouldn't you? 70% of the time coming in, the Roughnecks have put the ball in the air. See some Roughnecks impact players. They got other players, you know, besides P.J. Walker, McElroy.
They got some stars, man. I mean, Cam Phillips has been absolutely outstanding here in the first 4 games. So many touchdowns, so many looks. And Nick Hawley really came on last week out of the slot. Guy's very versatile. On defense, Steven Johnson, one of the best defenders in the XFL.
Back to the passing game. And it is complete. There is Cam Phillips, stopped by Marco Myers.
Let's go trips left, flip, 50. Dog, Z slant. 50 dog, Z slant.
Dog so far has been some in-breaking routes.
They're inside on
So you hear him say inside. He's talking about the leverage of the defense.
2nd and 4. Quick throw. Dropped by Khalil Lewis.
Let's go bunch. Hum the bunch left. Hum the bunch left. 61 Georgia, Z dig. Hum the bunch left. 61 Georgia, Z dig. Hum the bunch left.
Should have Holly going in motion here.
Yeah. Hum means across the ball.
There he goes.
There he goes to the outside.
Here's the blitz. It's picked up nicely. And they find a soft spot in the defense, and Sam Mobley has the catch for the first down. Houston, gain of 11.
It's a really good job of just sliding in the pocket, buying a little extra time, and a nice job finding Mobley there in the zone. That bunch creates some confusion because guys are responsible for the outside player. Some guys are responsible for the inside player. So you can settle down right in the middle. You can usually find a completion. It's exactly what they found right there for a nice conversion.
Final 45 seconds, quarter number 1. 6-0 Dragons. Andre Williams picking his holes. Hit hard by Niles Morgan. Out to the 44-yard line.
Let's go trips right. Trips right. 35 Broncos Lightning. 35 Broncos Lightning.
Remember our terminology sheet earlier in the day. Bronco and Denver. Denver to the right, Bronco to the left. So this is actually a run to the left, but he also tagged a Lightning, which is an RPO. So if it's a positive throw look, you can throw it.
Final play of the quarter. More Andre Williams. He's had success. Down to the 35-yard line. So Houston, just the second time in 17 quarters this season, they play 15 minutes without scoring a point. End of 1 in Houston. Has Seattle on top to the tune of 6-0. Vegas is still not buying Seattle right now. Dragons came in at 11.5-point underdog, and only been reduced a couple points there.
The resistance, I mean, it's unbelievable. I know Houston's excellent, but so far Seattle's been controlling the game as we look at some of these prop bets too. I mean, Steve, is there one that jumps out to you? Kind of like the Pharaoh rushing yards.
Cam Phillips was shut down last week. He's got to have a big game, especially that they're down.
Yeah.
I like to go over on the Cam Phillips.
They're running it right now, though. So is he going to get a ton of looks to create big plays?
We open up quarter number 2. Keep it on the ground. It's been successful this drive. Andre Williams. He's taken on some people. Some big bodies. Steven Johnson among them.
And Steve, I think the answer to that question is no. He's not going to get enough looks on the outside as long as Seattle stays in a 2-deep safety look. They don't have enough players in the box, and June Jones is going to continue to run the football.
And that 2-deep safety look has been very popular. The Legion of Boom, if you will. Richard Sherman, Earl Thomas, they ran that 2-high safety soft zone.
Yep.
Very popular there in the Pacific Northwest.
2nd and 7. Throwing. Little back shoulder deal to Sam Mobley. Got to call it a catch. Working on Jonathan Alston. Gain of 12.
Man, strong hands there by Mobley. The back shoulder pretty well covered for the most part by Alston. But Mobley shielding him off. All moving a little bit. Is it secured while that
They got to take a look.
is in bounds? Really close. I think that foot was off the ground. The ball was still kind of being juggled a little bit. And as he secured it, looked like that.
So what happened was that he did get control, but once in air after establishing in bounds, he loses control while in mid-air. So you got to start the process all over again. His foot comes down out. This is incomplete pass. So let's go back to the program, please. So I can see what, okay, so we were at the 32. It was 2nd down on the right hash. We're going to go 3rd and 7 at the 32, and you will wind.
Salim, are you with me? Can you hear me?
Sorry, I cut out. So did you hear about the incomplete pass?
No, we didn't hear anything. Can you repeat that?
He did have control, but in midair he lost control, so he has to go through the whole catch process again. So he lands out of bounds. It's incomplete. We're going to go back to the 32, roll it down, 3rd and 7, right hash.
Okay, so when receiver gains firm control, his next step is out of bounds.
Well, he lost control while in midair, and then his next step was out of bounds.
Thank you. After further review, the receiver lost control of the pass while in the air. Once he gained firm control, his next step took him out of bounds. That's an incomplete pass. It will be 3rd down.
And that's how that works. I mean, that's a perfect example. Outside of the minor audio issue with the field-to-booth communication, Salim Chowdhury did a nice job with that. And when you see the replay, that all makes perfect sense.
Makes perfect sense. And I love the explanation, too. Hey, step by step, we want to make sure that the people in the stands understand what they were looking at and what led to them finally making the call. So I really like that reveal right there as to how that process works.
So it's back to a 3rd down and 7. 5 receivers in the pattern. P.J. Walker, Seattle, rushing 4, and that's enough. That's enough to get Walker down. Anthony Johnson comes up with the sack. His first sack of the season.
Yeah, just working against this right guard. You're going to see this isolation kind of starts inside, then works it back outside in a one-on-one scenario and just collapses that pocket. I mean, really well done there by Johnson as he gets home. Just nothing really available to P.J. Walker downfield. And this Seattle defense, they can get after you up front. Very athletic in the trenches and can cause a lot of problems for quarterbacks as they rush the passer.
Diana.
Hey guys, I'm here with Colts quarterback Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby, I know you're out here supporting your former Colts teammate and P.J. Walker. Where are you seeing growth from him, from when you played with him to what he's doing now here in the XFL?
You know, it's no surprise at his success. You know, he was always a hardworking guy. You know, a guy that was, you know, constantly pushing me and Andrew every day. You know, a guy that loves to soak up the game. So it's no surprise that he's having the success that he's having now.
Jacoby, I've talked to you before. You barely want to give an interview after a game. What would it be like for you if you had all this access and reporters in your face during a game?
I wouldn't be able to do it. A lot of curse words come out of my mouth and a lot of no's, so I guess I get fined a lot. But it's not for me.
All right, real quick, a lot of rumors about the quarterback situation in Indy. How are you approaching it?
Just doing my job.
All right, thanks, guys. Back to you.
From the Belichick school from his days in New England.
Absolutely.
Do my job. Do your job.
Who does Indy play week 1? The only thing that would have made it better is we're just focused on our week 1 opponent.
Right.
That would have been great stuff.
We're going to try a 56-yard field goal attempt. Sergio Castillo has a 57-yard long for his career. This from 56 on the way and no good. Missed it to the right. Might have been a bad snap there. Took the mechanics off a little bit. And that will keep Houston off the board.
Yeah, the snap was high and behind. You'd see the holder, Reckow, have to come off it, and then the laces are straight back, so he has to twist it as he sets it to the ground. Just unfortunate miss there by the long snapper.
Holton Taylor snapping to Austin Rico.
It's a tough position because you're only going to get called out if the snap's on target. You know, we never say, hey, great snap by Colton when he snaps it perfectly, but there, a little off the mark, might have affected the timing.
On the ground, Daniels will keep it. Very close to the first down. Moments ago, Jim Zorn talking to B.J. Daniels.
Next series, I might go one word again, and for a series of it, both run and pass, right? No. All right. Trey, I'm going to come. You're in next series. I'm going to come with top. I'm going to come with something on the outside, and then. But if I come with something inside, because if I go one word, you just push it hard, right? All right.
Completes to Alonzo Moore. So the guy at home, like myself, is thinking one word, that's got to be simpler. The inexperienced quarterback's not ready for that. Explain that.
Well, it means more learning, really. I mean, because when you go through
spacing, F stick.
And you hear quick A spacing, F stick, you're telling everybody what to do. You're telling the offensive line, you're telling the formation, all that stuff. When you just go one word, it's usually built for tempo. It requires more processing. Even though you can play a little bit faster, and it's usually simpler concepts.
Bit of a low snap. Daniels right back to Alonzo Moore. That ball comes out, still bobbled. And Houston says they have it. Let's see if he was down. The signal is it's a lost fumble and Roughnecks football. That's the indication from the official.
Looked like he was down. I mean, he reached forward. Here's the contact. The ball to get dislodged right there. You see that right knee. And yes, the elbow on the ground. I appreciate the officials letting it play out. That's the right way to handle it. Let it play out. Let's see who recovers it just in case it is. Just in case it is a fumble. So they handled that properly, but now get a chance to clean it up and make it right.
All right, that's all right.
Salim, he says he has the ball coming loose prior to the runner being down.
His right knee is down. We're going to reverse this. We're going to put it at the 38. It will be 2nd and 1. But at the last hash, we will roll it down.
Okay, his right knee was down?
His right knee was down.
Thank you. After further review, the runner's right knee was down prior to losing possession. It will be 2nd and 1.
Making Salim Chowdhury a TV star here on ABC today.
Yeah, he's earning it. He's earning it today. But hey, this is okay. And it's not like they're taking unnecessary time to look at additional looks. I mean, hey, bang, bang, right knees down, perfect, let's play ball.
The clarity of the explanation, though, is what's been really good, I think, guys.
Absolutely.
And they're trying to get all these determined in 60 seconds. That's kind of the rule the XFL is trying to live by on their replays. Seattle's going to run somebody off late here.
22 throw, ball one,
Ben Johnson, the tight end.
22 top from B.J. Daniels right here. Expect a sweep to the right, handing it off to the running back.
2nd and 1. It is Trey Williams for first down yardage as a helmet goes flying.
I tell you, Greg, I think Jim Zorn's got a really nice feel for the zone read game with B.J. Daniels right now. And some of these calls, you referenced the inside pop call and the 22 calls. And right now they got Houston on their heels because of the quarterback.
Hey, we're good. Here we go. Shoot! Move. Hey, go Roger. Hey, go Roger. Go Roger. Hey, orange. Bingo. Go.
Daniels from under center. Here's Trey Williams. Has the first down. Big run for Trey Williams, who's from Houston, Texas.
Good job.
Played his college ball at Texas A&M.
51 Trojan. You don't need to even tell me when I got the play. When I'm calling it.
They ran Trojan a little earlier, but it was Q Trojan, which indicated quarterback sweep. Now, let's see if they go with the Trojan, but it's a sweep to the running back instead.
2nd and 1. Williams stopped for a loss. Kashad Lyons makes the big stop for Houston.
Hey, 35.
All right, here we go. Let's go. I want to go double right off. 32 ace shingle Indy. Double right off. 32 ace shingle Indy. Back. You know what you got.
Hey, bingo. Go.
Want to snap it. Just got it away. Rushing 4. Able to complete. Evan Rodriguez for the first down for Seattle. The Dragons are on the move.
Right, here's what I want. Let's go 11 personnel. I want to go bounce, trips right off, 22 zipper.
Hey,
bounce,
22 zipper,
trips right off, 22 zipper.
Bounce.
The 22 would make you think it's going to be a run to the right. Bounce right there. That's the shift. But they head up to the right.
Trey Williams turns the corner. Touchdown, Seattle. 17 yards for the score. The Dragons came in as an 11.5-point underdog. And they lead 12-0 and looking for more.
Man, it's a great job here, just a split zone. You see the tight end working away, but the running back hitting it play side, making the guy miss in the open field and finding the corner. Just been a beautiful mix so far of run pass from Seattle as we go to Diana.
All right, catching your breath here, but take us through that last play.
What's your name?
Diana.
It doesn't matter. No, look, this is hometown. This is Houston. It's hometown, man. I got to do it. I got to do it for my mom. I got to do it for my family. Motivation. It's still ain't.
Back to the end zone. Austin Cole for the 2-point conversion. Trey Williams did it for Houston, all right.
Let's get it.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Kenneth Farrow played his football here at the University of Houston. The Dragons running back just scored the touchdown. He founded Grind with a Purpose, a foundation that helps Houston high school students. And Farrow hosted 20 students from KIPP Sunnyside High School here today. A foundation started in 2017. And happy birthday to Kenneth Farrow as well. He turns 27 years old. Trey Williams scored the touchdown. He's from Houston. Kenneth Farrow is from Texas, played his college football at Houston. Virginia Harris for the Roughnecks. Tom Luganville.
Well, Coach, how has the value of BJ's legs opened up other areas of your run game?
Oh, it's been great. He's pulled the ball at the right time and ran. He's gotten down the field. I cringe because we got to keep him healthy, right? But he's doing a great job, and he's throwing the ball well too, reading and getting the ball. He's dropping back and throwing very well too. So he's got all these dimensions going. The thing that I got to keep him going with is pushing forward, not not just thinking, I did my job.
Got it. Thank you, Coach.
All right.
First down and 10. Issue with the snap. And Walker will fall forward for a yard. Houston is the largest deficit of the season. And the impact in Las Vegas. You see that all of a sudden Houston has gone to the underdog. Here's your chance to, if you think the Roughnecks are coming back, here's a chance to get them with points.
I'm telling you, it's amazing. The hedge is possible now.
Oh, you want to middle it, really? Now we're gonna middle it too? Really?
All over it.
Walker throwing. Got a man on the flat. Khalil Lewis has some running and still on his feet. And he's out beyond the 40. Longest offensive play. It's a gain of 20 for the Roughnecks.
A great job downfield here. Some space and blocking. Excellent stuff there from the Roughnecks wide receiver. And how about Khalil getting in the action a little bit in open space? We talk about a 14-point deficit right now that Houston's facing. No rhythm offensively. It just takes an instant for them to get going because this is a very explosive group. So they might be down right now, but I certainly wouldn't count them out.
5 receivers. Quick throw out to the right. Not much doing that time for Cam Phillips. Going to be a loss on the play. Kyle Cairo saw to that loss too.
I see 57 anchor. I see 57 anchor.
Okay, let's go.
The runner is in. The runner is in.
Bunch left. Exit the bunch left. 61 sock special. Y corner Z drag. Sock special. Y corner Z drag.
Another shot, guys. Another shot. Another shot. Another shot.
He's thinking that June Jones going deep here.
2nd and 12. Little out to Nick Holley, whose helmet flies off. Hey, Houston hasn't been in this spot. How concerned is June Jones at this point and these Roughnecks?
June Jones doesn't even worry about down in distance, let alone.
He's not worried about being down 14-0 at home against a 1-3 Seattle team.
Not at this point. They still have plenty of weapons. They have the ball. They have a nice rhythm going offensively. They've had some success in the run game. They also had the fumble, too, that gave Seattle the football in great field position. So they've made a couple mistakes that are uncharacteristic.
Late pressure coming. Ball batted at the line of scrimmage and falls harmlessly away. And a flag comes down. That's our first flag of the game. Well done to the people wearing the stripes.
Number 90. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
6:50 left in the second quarter. Our first penalty flag. Well done.
Hey guys, I was talking with P.J. Walker on the other sideline prior to the series, and he said, we're seeing a lot of man under. He goes, we got to have more separators. What he meant by that was inside breaking routes and running away, and outside of breaking routes and running away, and that's exactly what June Jones has gone to this series.
Yeah, those man coverage, you got to work those slot receivers because they have 3-way goes. They go inside, outside, or vertical.
3rd and 1 from midfield. Nice seam for Nick Holley. He's going to keep running away from people. Nick Holley, middle of the field, end zone, touchdown. 50 yards for the score. No concern whatsoever for Houston. Right back in the game.
You're going to see 2 defenders actually bust. You're going to see 2 guys running with the out route right here, which allows Holley to work on an in-breaker. And he's wide open. Look at those 2 defenders running with the flat. Holley's wide open, and the guy that's done it all throughout the course of his career, former quarterback, former running back, now turned wide receiver, makes a move in the open field and finds Pater.
Good crowd here today in Houston. You can hear them. The Roughnecks will line up and will go for 3. They're the only team in the XFL that have completed 2 3-point plays, 2 of 4 on the season. Here's Walker to throw for it. All sorts of time, and it's juggled and knocked away. Kyle Cairo in the end zone, able to knock it away. Roughnecks get on the board. Get the touchdown. A 50-yard pass play. Mostly thanks to Nick Holley's legs to the house. Roughnecks not going away.
Big wheels shining, got them big wheels riding.
It's 14-6. The Roughnecks trying to stay undefeated. You just scored this touchdown. Your twin brother, Nathan, is here today.
Yep.
What do you think he made of that touchdown that you just scored?
I think he's jacked up. I seen him jumping up and down the stands. He's probably still standing up somewhere in there. But no, I think he's glad to be down here this morning. He sent me a text and said, you know what, he's not worth it because he had to get up early.
Yeah.
But he was just joking. That's our love, so he's excited.
Guys, he's trying to find that ball so he can go back and give it to his brother as a little gift. That's a nice gift, guys.
Twin brothers, no kidding, huh? Wow, how much do they look alike? Twin Nate came off a great CFL season. He was the Rookie of the Year, playing for the Calgary Stampeders, and hopes to find his way to the NFL. Flags fly as John Santiago tries to return that kick.
I just wonder if Nick and his brother, they're going to be a package deal in the NFL, right? You like that idea?
It's a great idea.
Return, holding, return team, number 33. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, first down.
Both Holly boys spent some time with the LA Rams working at their camp. Nick switched his career at Kent State as a running back before switching to wide receiver, ended his career as a quarterback there. 3 straight seasons cut short due to injury, a broken back, a couple of torn ACLs, and then he's working out for the Rams, deals with another ACL, on his way to the AAF, and that doesn't work out for him. And you've got to root for a guy like Nick Holly, just on the receiving end of a 50-yard touchdown pass. Kenneth Farrow the other way for the Seattle Dragons now. Gain of 8 on the play. Thinking about another Kent State sort of undersized quarterback. How about Julian Edelman?
Pretty obvious comparison, right? Similar in build, similar in stature, similar in role with how Holly contributes to this offense.
Nick would take that finish, though, wouldn't he, in the NFL, that career?
I would say it's a pretty good career, considering there are people that are making arguments on Julian Edelman's behalf that he should be a Hall of Famer. Now, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, but, man, what a job he's done in New England for so many seasons.
He's an injured player down now. DeMarcus Gates.
Steve, I know what you were thinking with the Holly brothers going as a package deal. You're thinking the Hanson brothers. You're thinking slap shot. I know where your head's at.
That's funny. Gates would be a critical loss for the Roughnecks. Game-winning turnovers the last 2 games. Week 3 at Tampa. Picked off the Taylor Cornelius pass. And then last week, this was not ruled an interception, but a Philip Nelson fumble at the 2. That really ended that game. That was the #1 play on SportsCenter's top 10. DeMarcus Gates played his college ball at Ole Miss. Been opportunistic. The Roughnecks defense was the star last week. It wasn't the offense. Forced 5 turnovers a week ago.
Hey, bingo, bingo!
Drew Lewis comes in to replace Gates for now. First down and 10. Off the play fake. Daniels trying to hook up with Dantes Bird. Not that time.
Let's go Tesla. Tesla. Tesla.
Tesla. Hey, smash. Hey, 5-0! Bingo, go!
Daniels has great protection. Middle of the field to Connor Hamlet.
Hey, mark that in your book. Tesla is spacing.
Hey, 33, let's go!
All right, let's go 11. Let's go shift to double right off. 31 Zulu. Adam. Shift, double right off. 31 Zulu, Adam.
Listen to this place. Opened up the upper deck here today in Houston. 3rd and 2, Kenneth Farrow has the first down.
Hey, let's put a drive.
Pirate.
Inside tough Troy, inside tough Troy. Troy, inside tough Troy. Inside tough Troy. Inside tough Troy.
Gates is back in there for Houston.
Bingo.
Roughnecks ran somebody off late on that defense. Here's Farrow again. Crashing out to the 43. Drew Lewis made the stop.
Hey, Oakland. Hey, Troy. Oakland. Hey, Lucky. Hey, 5-0. Bingo, go.
Daniels just too far. Couldn't hook up with Keenan Reynolds. I think it's the first time Reynolds has been targeted in this game for Seattle.
Been quiet so far. He is, of course, the backup quarterback today. With Brandon Silvers being inactive, it's been pretty quiet. Not many opportunities to make a play at wide receiver for Keenan Reynolds, but there haven't been many opportunities to really catch a lot of passes. Seattle's doing their work on the ground.
5 of 7 on third down conversions for Seattle. Not going to be 6 of 8, not yet. Dantes Bird short of the marker. A Jane A. Harris, an excellent solo stop there to force a 4th down.
Yeah, and this is tough right here. Just didn't get the depth. I mean, when you have 5 yards or 4 yards, you have to make sure you go one past the sticks. Right there, a yard short of the sticks. Next thing you know, you're punting. But if I'm Houston, I'm very aware of a potential fake in this part of the field.
Here's Brock Miller from the 35. From the 15 is Sam Mobley. A flag comes in as he runs down the sideline. 2 flags are littering the field. 2:33 to play here in the first half. Seattle will get the ball to start the second half.
During the return, holding, return team number 27. The penalty is half the distance to the goal. First down.
Harrison just made that big stop. Is flagged there. Tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. The Vipers and the Wildcats. A couple of teams that are 1-3 can ill afford to go to 1 down and 4. And then next week on ABC Week 6, we'll be back at MetLife. We'll see these same Houston Roughnecks take on the New York Guardians. Prop bet is your thing. Some numbers you can look at. You want to play tomorrow night. A late game back east, 9 Eastern, 6 p.m. kickoff in Los Angeles. The game within the game.
Absolutely. Tampa Bay's looked like a different team the last couple of weeks.
Deep shot. Sam Mobley on the receiving end. And P.J. Walker made it rain with that football. Huge high arc for 41 yards.
Man, a great job by P.J. Walker, but a better job by Mobley on these vertical routes. Oftentimes you'll see these wide receivers get too close to the sideline. Right there, Mobley, he's 5 yards from the sideline, which allows his quarterback a little more room to throw him outside. He adjusts beautifully, and it's a huge play for the Roughnecks.
Yeah, with Coates being injured, Mobley's the guy who's getting the extra playing time. Zipped in there by P.J. Walker. Hits Cam Phillips, and all of a sudden Walker seems to have found his groove a little bit.
It's only a matter of time. No one's been able to keep these Roughnecks in check.
2-minute warning in Houston. Roughnecks looking to go in for the score.
By 8, June Jones talking to his quarterback. Now they're going to do a run to the right here, Greg, or a quick screen to the left. And what June Jones told PJ is if you get a dog, and the dog, that's a form of a blitzer, comes from outside of the box, go ahead and throw Sacramento. That's going to be their quick screen to the left. If the dog comes from inside the box in the A or B gap between the line of scrimmage, because he wants them to keep the run on.
Yeah, so watch these second-level defenders. Watch for pressure. And this look right here doesn't look like you're going to get pressure.
Nope.
Expect the handoff.
Give it to James Butler. Has the first down. Down to the 30-yard line. Nick Temple to stop. Gained 9 on the play. Walker's gotten hot. Started just 4 of 9. Since then, he's 6 of 6 for 125 yards.
Just picking up from where he left off the last 4 weeks. I mean, he's hotter than Hansel and Zoolander right now. I mean, he's just unbelievable. Seeing the field accurate, athletic. Just unbelievable to watch him work and watch these receivers get open for him.
Walker throwing, completing. It's Cam Phillips. Jordan Martin to stop. 15-yard gain. 5th catch already for Cam Phillips here.
And you watch P.J. Walker, the way he goes through his progressions is so nice. I mean, he starts his eyes to the left and works all the way back across the field to find Phillips, who's wide open for him. It's a good job of working what they call a sprinkler read. You think about a sprinkler working left to right. It's exactly what he executed there by throwing it nice.
Both teams have their full complement of timeouts. Blake Jackson makes the grab. Inside the 5 and down to the 2. Nick Temple lost his helmet after the gain of 14.
Right, spread right. Red, spread right, spread right. Hap. 34 Denver. Spread right, half. 34 Denver. Just pound it up in there.
Everybody can understand that.
Yeah,
pound it up in there.
Well, Denver and Broncos are married. Denver is an inside zone to the right. Let them run right behind the right side of that offensive line.
Here is James Butler trying to pound it up in there. Very close to the goal line. Niles Morgan was the first man there for Seattle, along with Stanley Maponga to keep him out of the end zone.
Right side of that offensive line, Sebastian Tretola got absolutely railroaded. A good job by Butler trying to make it right, but it does appear like the spot is sound. About halfway there between the 1 and the goal line. He just brought up just shy.
35 seconds left. Again, have 2 timeouts. Don't want to use one here. And let's see, it's a penalty marker down in the end zone.
False start. Offense, number 14. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
That is Phillips. Killer penalty.
Yeah, let's go trips left. 32 Detroit dog. 32 Detroit dog. And it's gonna pinch.
No! Roughnecks spend their first. Now, you hear all the time, you got a little more space to work with now, especially with June Jones's offense. You never want to leave the 1-yard line, I get that. But in this case, maybe that's advantageous with this kind of offense.
They took a timeout. Yeah, did they take a timeout?
I think it took a 30.
Okay, let's go. Trips left, 32 Detroit dog. Trips left, 32 Detroit dog.
So Detroit is sprint draw.
Yep.
Which means P.J. Walker is going to fake like he's running to the right on a sprint out to the right. He's going to hand it to his running back.
32 Detroit.
And they're going to kind of unblock that defensive end. They're going to try to block that defensive end with the sprint action. So he also tagged a dog on it. I mean, he can throw it to the left if he likes the numbers, but this is a pretty good look right here for this draw.
2nd down and goal. It is James Butler with some running room, leaping over people into the end zone for the touchdown for Houston. That's a 90-yard touchdown drive by the Roughnecks. A man of the people.
That takes the Lambeau leap to a whole nother level. Talked about crowd surfing earlier. Just crowd surf your way right up to the concourse.
Likely 2-point conversion away from tying it. The injured player for Seattle is Godwin Igwebuike.
You know, Greg, the reason why that's called Detroit is because in 1990 and 91, that was the sprint, draw, run, and shoot with June Jones and Mouse Davis with Barry Sanders.
Makes sense. And it starts with a D, which means draw. It makes a lot of sense. I like it.
And an R for right.
That's a good point.
I thought he got in. Replay is going to take a look at it. And they obviously have plenty of time with the injured player down on the field as well. 26 seconds left in the half.
After further review, the runner's shin was down prior to flicking the plane of the end zone. It would be 3rd down at the half-yard line.
So all that celebration. Take that off the board, too.
You see that shin is down right there. That's a good job by the replay booth. It did look initially as though that ball did cross the plane prior to that shin being down, but clearly from that angle you see that shin down and the ball is still just a little bit short of the goal line. So I think it was a really good call there and a good adjustment by this officiating crew.
They've done a great job today.
Yeah, they have.
A well-officiated game, both on the field and upstairs. We did not have a penalty until 6.5 minutes left in the second quarter, and that was a critical Seattle offsides. That kept Houston's drive alive, allowed them to get their first touchdown. And now we're going to have a 3rd and goal. This could be a serious injury. Don't want to speculate, but let's take another look at this. Oh, now he's getting up. That's great. Great to see.
As you see number 35, you see the left knee as Igwebuike is trying to go in there and make the tackle low, and Butler's trying to hurdle over him. Butler's left knee collides with the side of Igwebuike's helmet, and I just hope he's okay. And
Igwebuike is the nephew of Donald, the longtime NFL kicker. Godwin gives you a little thumbs up there. We hope to see him in the second half. 26 seconds until halftime now. Touchdown comes off the board. It remains 14-6 for now, and a 3rd and goal. Houston still has 1 timeout left. Clock is running. Right up the middle and through everyone. James Butler, he's going back for the again celebration. That's 2 for the price of 1. He's a smart guy, Butler. He graduated college in 3 years. He figured it out.
It's an equal opportunity leaper.
I love it. And if he scores again, the question is, does he jump into the stands again? Steve, I'll give you action. I'll say
what Caesar says.
I'll say yes is minus 250.
Yeah.
No, plus 180.
Yes is definitely the favorite. Okay. I go yes.
All right, let's see if Butler gets a chance to go for it.
2 for the tie from the 5. Untimed down. Zipped in there, back of the end zone. Nick Holley on the receiving end of that 2-point conversion. And after scoring drives now of 80 and 90 yards, Houston has tied this game up at 14-all.
And Houston has used these bunch formations with such efficiency today. Here it is again, this time working Hawley on that little angle route, the back of the end zone. Found something with those bunch formations, because they've attacked now in the middle of that bunch on at least 2 or 3 different occasions. So would expect an adjustment from Seattle in the second half to those bunch formations, and would expect Houston to keep trying to make that a priority within their plan.
Holley had a 50-yard touchdown catch earlier in the previous drive. I would expect Seattle just take a knee, but let's see what kind of return they get. Seattle ran a guy way late off the field. The ball was already in the air. Santiago is tripped up at the 23-yard line, and another flag comes in now.
No, that was 11. Yeah, because he was moving prior to the. That was 11. No. He was 11th guy. He wasn't the 12th guy. Yeah, and then he was 11 too. Okay.
So we had 11 on the kick.
Okay, so we have a legal formation. We're gonna go 5 yards. Yep. All right. Yes.
It's 11, yeah.
Illegal formation, receiving team. By rule, receiving team may not advance beyond their restraining line before the official signal. 5-yard penalty from the end of the run, first down.
When in doubt, you throw the flag. Oh.
I understand penalizing a team for having 12. Aren't they penalizing themselves? They only have 10 players on the field.
That's true, but the rule, you can't move until the ball is caught. As you see Hawley. How about Nick Hawley, one of the great stories in the XFL so far. Has been one of the bright spots here in the first half for Houston.
What a game we have here as we've hit halftime in Houston. Seattle roared out to a 14-0 lead. And then the 4-0 Roughnecks have come back to even the score. Down to Diana.
Hey guys, here with PJ Walker's got to go change your shoes here. What's the issue?
My shoelaces came apart. Now they like ripped, so I got to go change them.
All right, got to go change them. A little bit of a sloppy start, but you guys were able to figure it out, come back here and tie this game up. What adjustment did you make?
We just got to go out there and be ourselves. We out there, we started off slowly sluggish in the beginning of the game. We just got to go out there and play.
All right, your shoelaces are messed up and my mic's messed up. So, guys.
Thank you.
Oh, I thought you needed it.
PJ got hot. 12 of 17 for 182 yards in that touchdown pass to Holly. Walker completed his final 8 passes. Seattle will get the ball to start the second half. 14 all at halftime.
We right back in it. We right back in it. We right back in it. You hear me? We right back in it. We right back in it. We right back in it. Go.
From anywhere. Interesting how things have settled, right? Seattle came in as tied for the biggest underdog in this young XFL history, an 11.5-point underdog, and came out, got the big lead, and now they're back to getting points.
Oh, because you're such a sharp. I mean, you've played it on both sides. You got action. You're hedged. You've middled it. You're all over the map. You've been the contrarian. You've been the front runner. You're all over the map. So it's been very exciting.
Some other numbers we're looking at. My big one was Cam Phillips going over the 67.5. I still feel good about that.
That's good reason to. I mean, so far the action has been inside, though, the slot receivers. That's where they've found more opportunities. And when they have looked outside, it's been Mobley more so than Cam. But you would expect him to be kind of a focal point here moving forward. I told you I like that Kenneth Farrow rush yards. Right now, just got 10 away from the number, but haven't spent that money just yet.
You nailed the Luis Perez a bet from a week ago. The over-under was half an interception,
right.
Half an interception, and you went under and you cashed that ticket.
I'm never gonna play an interception prop. I'm a quarterback. I want to think positive.
That's what I think of you. I think of Mr. Positive. John Santiago from the goal lines. We open up the third quarter in a tie game. Good run back, all the way back to the 30-yard line. B.J. Daniels, they made the move at halftime a week ago. Got the start today. Keys to the car. Jim Zorn says, don't even look back. This is your job.
He's been good, too. I mean, and not just with his legs, when he's certainly made an impact felt with his legs. He's thrown the ball with a lot of accuracy and has been confident when doing so.
First down and 10. Here's Trey Williams. He was Seattle's first pick at the skill position. And Beniquez Brown makes the tackle. Brown had 10 tackles a week ago for Houston.
Hey, Chevy.
Here, B.J. Daniels saying, Chevy, expect to run inside here.
Daniels throwing and completing to Keenan Reynolds. First catch, finally, Keenan Reynolds.
RPO there, finding Keenan Reynolds on the hit.
After your protection. Here we go. Don't wait. Go.
Good protection. Now it breaks down. Daniels runs up and pops it over the linebacker to Austin Kroll. And that's what B.J. Daniels can do for you in a snapshot.
Beautifully done. I mean, moving forward, climbing in the pocket, attacking the line of scrimmage, and keeping your eyes downfield.
Inside tough, Troy. Huh? Take the call, please. I'm just trying to get you alert for it. That's all I'm trying to do.
It's Daniels there. Previous play was good for 20.
Jim Zorn's got him on their heels, guys. Right now, Houston's having a hard time getting lined up, and Jim Zorn's screaming into the quarterback's ear, go. Don't wait on him.
Bump.
Ted Cottrell was pretty angry there as well.
Bingo. Go.
Here's Williams. Not much there.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's go.
Let's go trips
Zorro,
right.
trips
tough. Right.
Zorro,
Tesla.
tough.
Tesla.
Zorro, tough. Zorro,
Trips right.
tough.
Tesla. There you go.
You got a wide route back.
Remember, Tesla was spacing, so expect some hitches out of that bunch formation to the top. Try to spread the field horizontally.
3rd and 3. Caught. Little slant to Alonzo Moore. 3rd catch for him. Pick up the 1st down.
Good job there working the first progression of the spacing, the slant, sprinkler read, left to right. Start with the slant, then work to your hitches backside. Well done. Good accurate throw in the conversion.
Every time you say that, I just imagine you doing the dance, the sprinkler dance. Please don't. Here's Daniels. Look at the protection. Now the
This is a great job of getting out of trouble here, ducking 2 pass rushers, but B.J. Daniels should have pumped that. He could have ran the football, and I think gotten out of bounds, at least gotten 4 to 5 yards right there. That's twice we've seen him out of the pocket where he's made a poor decision here in this game. Quick to line up again here is Seattle. Gain of really 5, almost 6, put Jim Zorn here in a pretty good position. One of the things that Seattle's trying to do is run some up-tempo, and the official keeps holding the snap. You see the official over the ball there? Dylan Days is center, number 50 for Seattle. Jim Zorn wants this offense to go fast. They've got Houston on their heels. Listening to Jim Zorn on the sideline, the Seattle head coach, he literally looked at Lacayo, his kicker, and said, "Can you make it from here?" So they're going to give him a shot. Really good drive for Seattle that time.
So what I wanted,
let's listen in on Jim Zorn as he's talking to B.J. Daniels here. 17-14, Seattle gets on the board out of halftime here in Houston. TU Stadium, Seattle up 17-14, kicking the field goal, coming out of the locker room. See the numbers there for B.J. Daniels, 11 of 16, very efficient, not a lot of yards, but no mistakes as well. Houston took the ball to start the game off, which gave Seattle the opportunity to get the first points in the third quarter. Lacayo to kick it off here for Seattle. Harris on the return. Nice return. Good field position for Houston. We are experiencing a few audio difficulties. Hope to get the booth back with Steve Levy and Greg McElroy upstairs. Tom Luganville, Diana Rossini down here on the field as Houston takes the field in their first series of the third quarter. Back in Houston in just a minute. Back in Houston, Seattle Dragons up 17-14 over the Roughnecks as the Roughnecks start off the third quarter with their first offensive drive. P.J. Walker taking the field under June Jones in his leadership. Let's get the first play.
Express. Hey, Nick. Express. Take out.
Exit, spread right, stack left. Exit, spread right, stack left. 590 Texas. 590 Texas.
51 Bayou.
Exit.
Hear that 590? Right. That's 590. That's your protection. That's what they're going to tell the offensive line. You're listening to the defensive coordinator at Seattle wanting to give a disguise to P.J. Walker, not show their hand too quick.
You're going to mark it short? What is it? 3rd and 1? Third, less than 1, huh?
Got an injured Seattle Dragon on the field defensively. Try and get you that number.
No.
Nick Temple, number 55, the Seattle defense. They're outside linebackers. Let's toss it over to Diana real quick. I got her with June Jones.
Thanks, Tom. Coach, what are you trying to establish early here?
First down.
First down. All right, got to give us more than that, though. Obviously, you're trying to get that going, but in terms of moving the ball up, or what do you have in store here?
Well, you know, we got, less than a yard to go right there. So we'd like to just convert it. Got an idea of what we're going to do on a run, but I think I'm going to throw it.
You're going to throw it. All right, well, wait and see, guys. We will be right back. The Seattle Dragons leading 17-14 here in Houston. We'll return right after this.
The chance, an open look for 3. Time running out, drives the lane.
Time's running out. Get to Nissan now for big savings on our entire lineup, like the award-winning Rogue and Altima. It's car buying season. Hurry to Nissan, official partner of the NCAA. Get 0% financing for 60 months, plus save $1,000 on the 2020 Rogue. Get to Nissan now.
Who'd you expect?
I don't know. Me?
Okay,
Back in Houston, McElroy, did you pay the electricity bill or not?
Yeah, it was a little late this month.
Time's a tough one.
All I know is there was a spike in the ratings.
I'm telling you.
We do apologize for some technical difficulties here in Houston. And we do welcome you back on a 3rd down play, and James Butler advances, and they'll move the sticks. There was a 47-yard field goal for Seattle by Ernesto Lacayo, and that has given the Dragons the lead once again, up 14-0. Houston roared back late in the 2nd quarter to tie things up, and now the field goal by Seattle on an excellent drive coming out of the halftime locker room.
A really good mix so far. What Seattle's thrown at Houston on offense.
Walker intercepted. Picked off. It's Marco Myers. Down the sideline. Myers will be tripped up. Will he get there? They gotta mark him short. Marco Myers nearly got there. It's a 52-yard return. I think he needed 52 and a half for the pick 6.
And here's Myers. Is he there? He's so close. Gather, gather. Man, it looks like he kept himself up.
And P.J. Walker's the one who makes the tackle.
And
he does everything.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a great job by Myers reading the quarterback's eyes. As the quarterback basically took it right to him. I mean, if you look at P.J. Walker, he was looking outside the whole way. Myers drifted right out underneath it, intercepted the pass. But man, I'm telling you that they look at this, it looked really close, but I feel like he broke the plane before any part of his body was down. Obviously, hand doesn't count. There's the elbow and the forearm, so really close. The spot might be okay after second look. Seeing that right arm, Myers appears to have been down just prior to him breaking the plane.
So they must have looked at it. Austin Proehl was on the field, now trying to get off the field. All sorts of confusion by Seattle. And they're forced into taking a timeout there. Again, we've been wearing out the replay booth in this game. You have to think they looked at that one. And the ruling was down by contact. Diana.
Steve, well, we have a little costume dressing up here. You got to explain the mask to everybody at home.
Right here, this is the turnover mask. Takeaway mask. We robbing. Give me lit. We robbing.
Yeah, you're robbing that. You certainly were, and you kept your eyes locked in on P.J. Walker.
I'm surprised he do it. I'm surprised he do it.
Yeah?
I had a lot of running to do, though. A lot of running. But, yeah, that was the play. I had to get over there. I got there. He threw it right to me. He threw it right to me.
All right.
I'm just happy we made that play, though.
All right, Tom, send it over to you.
Thanks. Here with P.J. Walker. P.J., what did you see on the flat defender there?
24 just made a great play. I just got to be able to get off that guy and get to my next read.
All right, thanks, man.
So here's Seattle, already up 3. First down and goal from inside the 1. Daniels trying to run in and get there. And he does. Touchdown, Dragons. Turnovers have been the story of the game. Houston #1 in the XFL in turnover margin coming in. They are -2 today. And they've given Seattle a short field, and the shortest field you can possibly have. That's led to 2 Seattle touchdowns.
And I'm telling you, they have really capitalized on sudden change opportunities. Hard not to when you get the ball inside the 1-yard line. But an excellent job by the Seattle defense taking advantage of a couple of mistakes, and rare mistakes, by the way, from P.J. Walker. Just too dialed in right there. Needs to get to next in his progression. Flat defender right underneath it. It's an easy pick. Fortunate it wasn't a pick 6, but Seattle's offense made it pay. Just a play later.
All right, up 9, going for 2. You good with that math?
Absolutely.
Good. Throwing it for Alonzo Moore, and he couldn't get to the spot. Jeremiah Johnson made sure of that. And there are no flags. And that keeps it a 9-point game. Just under 9 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter.
And you're going to see Myers. I mean, his eyes are on the quarterback the entire time. And he just drifts right out underneath what is a curl route to this side. So it was actually very easy. I mean, you see his eyes right on the quarterback, dropping right to his zone. Slips right underneath it. P.J. Walker just never sees him. A pretty good job run after catch, and a nice job there by P.J. Walker correcting the mistake. Look at Walker. You can see through the visor. Look at those eyes. Left the whole way. Takes Myers right to the spot where he intercepts the pass. As we listen to how it sounded after he throws the pick.
All right, so we just scored 14 in like a minute. I'm good. What about that?
How are you, where do you stand on the turnover mask? Is that something
I like
think
it.
that's going to catch on?
I think it's solid.
I mean, the turnover chain is an old thing.
Absolutely. You got to mix it up.
Mask. Here's a J.A. Harris for Houston. Excellent return for him. Out to the 37-yard line. And so Seattle has the big lead, right, Greg? They roll out 14-0. Houston comes back, and you figure, all right, now it's game on. The Roughnecks are going to figure things out. And then they get the field goal. But now with a 9-point lead here in the 3rd quarter, very impressive effort by the Dragons. They make the quarterback change.
Right.
They don't look like a 1-3 team here today.
No,
against the best team in the league.
Yeah, playing really well and taking advantage of mistakes. And that's the biggest thing in this league so far in the first half of the season. If you make mistakes, it's really tough to win. And P.J. Walker so far uncharacteristically has made a couple mistakes. He got stripped early, threw a pick right to Myers a second ago. So not the P.J. Walker we're used to seeing.
Right back at it. And you heard Walker say, hey, we can score 14 points in a minute. It's James Butler out of the backfield for the gain of 12 yards on the play.
Bunch left. 61 Georgia, Z Dig. Georgia, Z Dig.
61.
So the Z is right at the point here. Expect him to run a curl route right here. See if they can take advantage of that bunch again.
Flags come in.
False start. Offense, number 74. 5-yard penalty. First down.
P.J. Walker just has not turned the football over. A touchdown to interception ratio of 12-2 coming in. Today he throws the interception and fumbled on the sack.
Hey, we got 80 on 2-2, ready?
I mean, that's Houston's the team that turns everybody else over, turning over Dallas 5 times a week ago. And now it's a little bit of a role reversal, and the biggest reason Seattle is up by 9. Here's Walker. Deep shot, has Cam Phillips. It's a beauty of a ball and a big catch. We'll see where they mark him out of bounds. At the 10-yard line. It's a 48-yard pass play. Just like that, the Roughnecks are back in business.
Beautiful throw, too. Absolutely beautiful. P.J. Walker, he recognizes, looks at that safety depart, turning his back to Cam Phillips. Cam Phillips wins on the go route and leaves him plenty of space to throw it to the outside. And a beautiful job of creating some separation from that safety and trying to recover. And Steve, you just hit your over prop, my friend, as far as Cam Phillips receiving that. Well done.
That was a couple of units right there. First down and goal, it's Walker. But how about the confidence after the pick? You saw it on the sideline. Let's go right up top. We're not messing around here.
Yeah, unfazed. As you see that ticket is in, assuming he doesn't have some type of
loss.
Really
Greg is dialed into these props, man.
I'm telling you. I mean, that's a bounce back, though. As a quarterback, you got to have a really short memory. I mean, you made a bad play, bad throw, bad read. Put your team in a hole, make a play to get them right back into it.
On the ground, here's Butler. Wow, all sorts of time. He does a pirouette into the end zone. Touchdown and right into the crowd. The man can read the sign. Touchdown, James Butler and the Roughnecks. And back and forth we go, and look out for that over-under number as well.
Houston's going for 3, guys. Houston's going for 3.
Let's go trips left. Trips left. 80 Z fade divide. 80 Z fade divide.
They went for 3 earlier and were unsuccessful.
You hear that divide concept, makes you think you're going to work these 2 guys. One's going to run a corner, one's going to run a post. Expect him to work play side.
From the 10 for the tie. Walker back of the end zone, too high for Nick Holley. Could only get one hand on it. And Seattle will keep that field goal lead with 7 minutes to play in the third.
So the decision to go with a little bit of a double post concept on the divide that time. A little bit of a change up from the terminology I'm used to, but a pretty good throw, and one you would think Holley might be able to bring in if it was just a little bit more out in front.
Diana.
Hey guys, I'm here with James Butler, walking back towards the bench, catching his breath. So I have so many questions to ask you about how you're getting into the end zone, but really I want to know about the crowd jumping. What's the thought process here? Why do you do it?
I mean, I heard Houston hop the first week, and I don't know, you see how lively they are. We do this for them. Do this for the H.
James, it sounds like you're addicted to the likes. You just like giving the crowd what they like to see.
Exactly. We out here for entertainment. It's fun. We playing a child's game.
You done for the day?
No. 0-0 left on that clock in the fourth quarter. We're not done. We still got some playing left to go. We got it.
Guys.
Seattle back to the offense with John Santiago, trying to make a few people miss. Wrestled down at the 23-yard line, and that's where the Dragons will take over. American Idol is the #1 most social show and Sunday's #1 series. With Hollywood Week right around the corner, these Idol hopefuls are giving it all they've got. American Idol, new tomorrow at 8, 7 Central, right here on ABC. In a field goal game, just as you would have scripted it. Halfway through this third quarter. And the Dragons looking for more with B.J. Daniel. A little stiff arm. Won't get back to the line of scrimmage. Dietrich Nichols made sure of that, loss of 2.
Be careful with that stiff arm. That's your throwing hand. Don't put it up into the face mask. That's very dangerous. I understand, I appreciate wanting to be physical, but all it takes is your finger to slip into that face mask a little awkwardly and your day might be done. So
that's some strength there.
that was a lot of strength. But
again, Keenan Reynolds is the backup. Brandon Silvers is inactive today for the Dragons. 2nd and 12. Jaquan Gardner picked up a yard. Gabe Wright stopped him at that point. It's third and really long.
Duggett trips. Okay, here we go. 11 personnel. Trips right. 21 ace. Candy. Bingo. Back, you got a flat. Check flat. Trips right. 21 ace. Candy. Bingo. Come on. Candy. Bingo. Candy. Bingo.
It's getting loud down here, guys. B.J. Daniels is having a hard time hearing that call. Jim Zorn's going to call timeout.
No way they got that off. They did get the timeout, apparently.
Timeout. Seattle. Their second and final timeout of the half.
And so
30-second timeout.
Both of their timeouts now.
They got to figure out a way to get that communication more seamlessly. Zorn not calling the play until 17 seconds. Got to be faster for their quarterback, especially when it's loud.
All right. Candy Bingo. All right. Let's run it. All right. Let's run it. Hey, go get it. Go get it. You run your route, Zoe. Be disciplined, Zoe. All right.
They're going to throw it, guys. They're going to go with the concept Candy Bingo.
Go hard.
Should be a concept on either side. And they're going to have a back into the flat. This is the original call that he wanted to call before he called timeout.
His last little bit of information was talking to Alonzo Moore, number 1, who'll be lined up at the bottom of your screen. Makes you think he might be the guy that they're probably going to be looking in the direction of. Here he is, matched up. What appears to be maybe a one-on-one situation.
Third and 11. Just rushing 4. Trying to go to the quick slant to Alonzo Moore. Ajane Harris was with him, and he was with him too soon. The flag comes in. 2 flags now. Moore popped right up looking for the laundry.
Pass interference. Defense, number 27. The ball be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
And a good call by the officials. A lot of contact. You see Harris's left arm reaching and grabbing the shoulder of Alonzo Moore. Alonzo Moore right there taking his time getting through that route. A good job by B.J. Daniels, the quarterback, anticipating that throw. And a lot of contact. Unfortunate penalty there on Houston on 3rd and long, giving them a free conversion.
On first down and 10. Back to the running game with Kenneth Farrow. Stopped the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Gates make the stop.
Double right off. No. I don't want to do that. Just want to go. Let's go 11 personnel. Trips right, 22 thump. Trips right, 22 thump.
22 makes you think a run to the right. Even being to the right, odd being to the left.
Farrow will stop and start in all sorts of trouble. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Kashad Lyons was first there.
Trench right, 32 ace. Y sit, Skittle. You got a
Detroit spy.
Shoot route back.
To 1 dog, Detroit spy. What's wrong?
Let's run this thing now. You might have to come to the Y sit if
On 3rd and 9. Didn't get rid of it when he could have. Daniels is driven back by Gabe Wright. Daniels was looking for a face mask call.
You can't hit me in the head. You can't do that. You can't do that.
And the Roughnecks, who have been great at rushing the passer and sacks and hits on the quarterback, come up with a big defensive play there.
And I don't know how you block this, because you have 2 defensive linemen slanting inside, and then Gabe Wright coming all the way around on the loop. How about this game? You got to be quick and athletic. Obviously, the Dragon offensive line unable to pass it off, and the Auburn Tiger gets home for the sack.
Here's Brock Miller. Gets it away. Short kick. Sam Mobley will let it bounce, and he'll just leave it there. And they'll get the football. Houston will after 26.
And if you look at it, it's really been about a couple mistakes by the Roughnecks. Right there, sack, fumble, setting up the Dragons in key field position. They cash in a couple plays later on the quarterback sweep. And then later in the game, P.J. Walker throwing an easy interception. interception to Myers. He drifted out underneath it. Same exact offensive play. Better defended that time, but the same result. So it's really been all about Houston mistakes offensively, giving the Dragons great field position, and the Dragons taking advantage of that sudden change opportunity.
Seattle scoring drives of 18 yards and 1 yard, in addition to a 54-yard drive as well. Nick Holley, the reception, down to Diana.
Hey, Steve, Gabe Wright is the leader of this defense. He's vocal, and the crowd here has been going wild. But for you, the quarterback was saying your hands were all up in his face. How'd you see it?
Be careful out there. Grown men out there, you know. Protect yourself at all times. That's all I got to say.
You thanked your teammates for helping you out there. You said you couldn't do that without their protection.
Absolutely, man. We scored. We on kickoff. I got a D lineman running down on kickoff, making a play behind the 20. That excite me. That get me going.
Guys.
Gabe Wright was a fourth-round pick of the Lions in 2014. Cam Phillips has first down yardage, 15 yards on the other end of that P.J. Walker pitch.
Greg, that's another example of PJ doing a great job in that sprinkler look, left to right, coming back to the deep dig to Cam Phillips.
Yeah, just visualize a sprinkler in your front yard, and it just
click, 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 click.
You're just going through your progressions from left to right or from right to left. Very easy, pure progression for the quarterback.
Approaching midfield with Andre Williams. 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Seattle, bit of a surprise with a 3-point lead here.
Let's go bunch right, 81X Indy, give him a 9, and I want switch corner on the backside, switch corner. So you just drive it straight up 14. If you come backside, work short to deep.
There's that 9. 9 means deep.
Walker has time. Put it up in the air. That's a 50-50 ball. And Jordan Martin says he has it. The officials will discuss. Still waiting for a signal from the two officials. And they're going to say incomplete. And the pass out of bounds.
Man.
Nearly a third turnover for P.J. Walker.
It was really close, too. You see that left foot in bounds.
Wow.
A pretty great effort there defensively by Jordan Martin. Does he secure the ball while that foot's on the ground?
So you had him out of bounds when he caught it.
Trey, you there?
I'm with you, Salim.
So the defender gets possession of the ball, foot down, and maintains control throughout the process. This is an interception.
Okay.
So let me get you a spot. Can you bring the program up? Okay, thank you. We're going to put it at the 27, and it'll be first down. Seattle.
Okay, so the defender completed the process of the catch, maintained firm control throughout the catch.
Right.
And, okay. Got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
After further review, the defender completed the process of the catch and maintained firm control all the way to the ground. It'll be Seattle's ball, first down.
Wow, how about that turn of events? Third turnover of the day for P.J. Walker. Jordan Martin grabbing it away from Sam Mobley for the pick.
Unbelievable awareness by Martin, knowing where he's at on the field, getting that foot down, securing the catch, showcasing some strong hands, and taking advantage of yet another bad decision by P.J. Walker. And of course, in the XFL, you only need one foot in bounds or one body part in bounds in order to secure the catch.
That receiver or free safety, either way. That ball comes out. Seattle just fumbled the football. Trey Williams able to recover his own fumble. Diana.
Hey guys, I'm here with P.J. Walker, who's on the phone right now with his OC, going over things that he needs to make adjustments to, and he keeps saying to him, I got to do better, I got to do better, I got to make better decisions. He's listening right now. He's wrapping up the phone call, but I'm going to send it back to you guys. Come back down. I'll let you know what he learned.
Diana. See if he turns into Superman. Come out of the phone booth. Flags fly. Daniels in some trouble. High pass, put his tight end Colin Jeter in a tough spot. He had to reach up and grab it. Charles James made the hit. Diana.
All right, so you just talked to your coach. What are you guys doing, or what changes do you want to make going forward now?
For me, just complete the ball. Just get the ball in my receiver's hands, get some better throws out there. Just do what we've been doing.
You've done such a good job protecting the ball all season long. Not having your best day here, though. So how you make these adjustments in your head?
I got about 43 seconds left in the third. Just pick it up in the fourth. Just go out there and play my game and just be smart.
Steve.
Diana, thank you. Illegal formation penalty against Seattle.
Next play.
So that'll push him back 5, make it a 2nd and 15. Actually, the penalty was declined. So they'll make it 3rd down instead. 3rd and 7. Seattle running up to the ball with 27 seconds left in the quarter and 7 on the play clock.
They don't have any timeouts. They got to hustle.
1 second. Just got it away in time. Daniels trying to make some people miss. And he'll be dropped at the 29-yard line. Cody Brown, the hitman for Houston, makes the tackle. And that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Seattle gets the amazingly athletic interception for the turnover and then can't do anything with it. As they go 3 and out, Houston's going to get the football back in a 9-point game as we get ready for the 4th quarter. 3-point game, beg your pardon. From the Jim Nantz broadcast booth this week here at University of Houston with Greg McElroy, Tom Luganbill, Diana Rossini, and our outstanding XFL on ESPN crew. I'm Steve Levy as we hit the 4th quarter. And if you're just joining us, surprise, surprise, Seattle's got a field goal lead, but Houston's got the football. Here's Sam Mobley out to the 36, down to lose.
Coach, what was the communication issue between your wide receiver and your tight end on that last series?
Yeah, well, the one was just whether I'm on or I'm off. I mean, it's pretty simple, and they have to work it out. They just have to communicate. They're signaling to each other, but you have to look, and you have to make sure he gets it, and that's an issue. And so now, we look a little bit disjointed because of just one play. And then when you get so far back, they're starting to come up. We got to really be sharp in protection and decision making.
All right, thank you, Coach. He's referencing the first down inefficiency they've had in the last 2 series.
That last series for Jim Zorn and his offense, that's the first 3 and out of the entire game. 17 drives, our first 3 and out, as Houston comes out firing to Sam Mobley.
Our friends in the desert have had their hands full trying to set an appropriate line. It really has been amazing. I mean, all over the place. Seattle, though, amazingly enough, with the lead, still an underdog.
Right. Seattle's been a huge under team this season. Houston's been a massive over team this season. And that over-under, the total, is still very much in question. 2nd down and 4. Here's Khalil Lewis, has the first down, approaching midfield.
You look at some of those lines, only 3 times has the team been a double-digit favorite.
Seattle's been the last 2. The line in this game was all over the place. I saw it as high as 13.5 in some places. Hovered around 12 and then 12.5, and then just prior to kickoff, it went tucked under to 11.5 points. And Seattle's winning this game outright right now. Seattle money. What was the Seattle money line? Anybody give me that information?
+3 something, right around there.
Because that's where you're really having a good time right now. Who needs the points? Seattle money line at +380. You're thinking, give me some of that.
It's a big return and a late money coming in on Seattle, though. I mean, it's really, they have played better, and they showed life last week in the 2nd half. So I'm not surprised to see this thing close here in the 4th quarter.
Here's Walker throwing. It's Mobley again. Got the first down. And, of course, these players, these Dragons would like a little bigger paycheck as well. $100,000 on the line, split amongst the active roster every week if you win your game. A true bonus for winning. I mentioned the rosters. They got 52-player rosters for the last week. Starting next week, each team will get to add 5 more players. Still 46 active, but you'd have a 57-player roster beginning with week 6. Quick throw off the fingertips. Raheem Malone.
It's left up. Trips left up. 12. Detroit. Prop dog. Trips left up. Trips left up. 12 QB draw. Detroit. Dog prop.
12 QB draw. 12 QB draw.
Got a clock. Got a clock.
Hey, it's worse. It's worse. It's worse. Take go.
2nd and 10. Design quarterback run. Why wouldn't you, P.J. Walker? See where they spot him. Maybe just short of the marker. Tyson Graham brought him down from the 33.
Give me red. Give me red. Red. Let's go. Trips left. Hap. Flip. 50. X go.
Hey, let's go.
So you hear go. What it has meant in the past, though, go is actually, they're throwing it flat right here underneath if he's got him.
Big shot in the back. Nick Holley. Tyson Graham rocked him, but he made the play for the first down. Needed 1, got 12. And of course, Holley had a broken back in college, we told you earlier. Takes a big shot here and bounces right back up.
And I love that concept, too. You're just reading that defender, you read that flat route. If that flat route's jumped by the secondary coverage, you hit right in behind it. Well done.
Andre Williams on 1st down and 10. Inside the 20-yard line. The Roughnecks are grinding this drive out.
Let's go. Trips right, same. Trips right, same. Bucks, Radford. Trips right, same. Bucks, Radford.
Hey, same Bucks.
Good run, 4-4.
So Bucks is a counter play. Tampa is to the right, Bucks is to the left, but it's same, so he's lined up to the left, still going to stay to the left with the run.
And there you have it. It's Butler. Sidesteps a defender. And he's inside the 10-yard line. Nice move by Butler, able to cut away from Jordan Martin.
Trips right, 34 Denver. 34
Let's go
Denver.
red. Let's go shade. Red 52. Shade. Red 52.
First and goal from the 10. For the running game, James Butler down to the 5. What if I told you Houston's never led in this game? Trailed 14-0, trailed 23-14. The mighty Roughnecks, the only undefeated team in the XFL at 4-0. Number 1 in the McElroy power rankings, if you will. Against the downtrodden Dragons of Seattle at 1-3. And yet Seattle's led the game the whole way.
I just want a producer credit right there on the 30 for 30. Can you make that happen?
Get that. P.J. Walker. Back of the end zone, juggled and dropped. Khalil Lewis off his fingertips. Jordan Martin says, I don't think so, with the salute. And Mobley almost came in and scooped it up at the end.
Yeah, it was a pretty good throw right there in this receiver's numbers. Lewis trying to bring it in, but nice late hands there.
Trips right up, 881 quick D's. Trips right up, 81 quick D's. Sock special. Y has the corner.
It was Martin who had the interception, broke up that play. 2 seconds to snap it here. Get it away. Blitz coming. Picked up. It is caught. Touchdown. Cam Phillips. And for the first time all afternoon, with 9:03 to go in the 4th quarter, Houston has taken the lead. Cam Phillips, his 8th receiving touchdown. He leads the XFL in that department.
Hey, 12 QB Detroit.
Now this is interesting. Houston up by 3. And the Roughnecks will go for 2 from the 5 for a 5-point lead. Here's Walker. And he'll be swung down, and that was a disaster from the beginning. Jordan Martin makes the play. So Houston has their first lead of the game, up by a field goal with 9:03 to go. In the fourth quarter, got a dandy going.
And Walker has not had his best stuff today. But how about this accuracy? This is NFL accuracy right here. He's got a guy draped. He's got to hit the right side of his body. He does. And it's another touchdown for the outstanding duo of Walker and Phillips.
And you needed to make the changes. You just did that, was able to throw a touchdown. What adjustment did you make?
Just putting the ball in my receiver's hands, like I said from the beginning, you know, just being more patient and slow my feet down as well.
All right, and I saw you with your favorite receiver say, we still got to do that thing. What is that thing? Come on, tell me.
Hey, we're going to take a shot down there eventually. We're going to take a shot down the field.
Taking a shot. Thanks, PJ.
Got to do your thing. John Santiago trying to do his thing. Get Seattle a spark and some good field position. Bounced out at the 25-yard line. More great XFL action coming your way after we're through. Over on Fox, the Guardians and Renegades. Interesting bounce back for Dallas. Maybe New York's figured out their season. Then tomorrow, St. Louis will try things on the road for a change. See if DC has figured out their game after losing the last two on the road. Then the Vipers and the Wildcats, the nightcap from Los Angeles. You can go to www.xfl.com/tickets to purchase tickets to any XFL game. Juan Gardner for a loss. Corey Crawford made sure of that.
They just haven't really been able to do a whole lot between the tackles here these last couple drives. I mean, this front seven defensively for Houston, very talented group. Starting to clamp down a little bit on those runs between the tackles.
They're throwing guys around.
Yeah, path of least resistance for Seattle might be on the perimeter.
2nd and 10 now. Here's Daniels underneath to Ruben Muela. His first grab.
Okay, let's go 11 personnel. I want to go double right. 21 ace, niner, follow. Double right, 21 ace, niner, follow.
Third and 6. After that 3 and out, nearly intercepted. All of a sudden going back to Muela. Jeremiah Johnson had the coverage and nearly came up with it himself. So back-to-back 3 and outs for Seattle for the first time all game. The offense either has dried up or Houston's figured it out.
Yeah, this is really a covered sack. As you listen to Daniels looking at some opportunities.
Good high punt to Sam Mobley from the 24. Out of the 25-yard line, Derek Jones. ESPN's presentation of the XFL on ABC will return after this message and a word from our ABC stations. Frustration while we're away in commercial break, and we believe he was wrong. They threw the flag on the field and they picked it up, and here's what it's all about.
I'm telling you that you picked up the flag and it's wrong. It's wrong. He said it to you. You were the only one there. Go ahead, get out of here. I don't want to talk anymore. I had my conversation, and you know I'm right. Trips left, same Tampa. Like
to run over here to the right, but what he's referring to is a block that was kind of late and unnecessary at the end of that play that resulted in an injured Roughneck.
Out of the offense, James Butler to the 41-yard line. Clock starts to become a factor. 7 minutes and rolling. And Seattle can't stop the clock. They've used both of their timeouts.
And June Jones knows that Seattle is off kilter on first down, so all he's got to do is continue to run it until Seattle proves they can stop it.
Are you able to read?
Second and 2, so you have to take a shot here. Indeed he does. Walker wants his man Sam Mobley, and he's got him. The catch at the 33 of Seattle, gain of 25.
Just an outstanding throw here from P.J. Walker. He sees that corner, Alston for Seattle, peeking inside. He knows he's got a chance over the top, and he drops it in the bucket beautifully. Mobley's kind of turned into, in Sammy Coates' absence, Mobley's turned into a guy that they can clearly rely on as what is an already deep receiver core gets a little deeper.
Cam Phillips kind of like a decoy. That pass poorly thrown by Walker. Raheem Malone could not come back and make the catch.
Give me red. Let's go stack right 590 Nebraska. Stack right 590 Nebraska.
Nick. So go.
Walker zips that one in there to Cam Phillips. Very close to the first down. They're going to move the sticks.
Trips left, same Tampa. Lanai on the left side. And sooner or later they got a dog or something, don't they?
Basically saying sooner or later he's expecting pressure, but we'll stick with a counter to the right side again.
There it is. And immediately hitting the back, Stanley Mapanga was right there to greet James Butler.
Guys, Seattle linebacker number 52, Cairo, is going into the locker room. It looked like it was his wrist when he got up and they walked off the field. They're going to be examining either his collarbone or a portion of his shoulder. He was literally in tears walking off of the field, very distraught.
And you hate to see that, man.
Cairo played his college ball at Northwestern, an important part in the middle of that Seattle defense. See if Walker will attack that area. It's Butler on the receiving end. A flag comes in. Pick up a 2.
90. Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense, number 90. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
Crushing penalty against Mapanga and Seattle.
You just can't do that. I mean, as you see Walker, and he sold it a little bit. He absolutely sold it a little bit, but the correct call.
Bunch left. 34 Denver, Sacramento.
Really
Hey, we got 34 Denver on 20, ready?
34 Denver, expecting to continue to try to lean on the run game. Denver inside zone to the right.
Andre Williams time for the Roughnecks. Jordan Thompson, the tackle for Seattle. That personal foul penalty, that could want to be the difference in the game, and the fact that Seattle blew those 2 timeouts in the third quarter when they looked all sorts of out of sync. Walker melting that play clock all the way down. Watch the throw for it. Steps up and fires. It's Phillips down by the goal line and in. Touchdown, Roughnecks. Second of the day, 9th of the season for Cam Phillips, the XFL leader. You see Mapanga, and he knows that's on him for the personal foul.
And you see Phillips right here working on the right side of your screen. Just finding a lot of cushion there in the middle of the defense. That sprinkler read over and over again. You see his eyes left a whole time. Phillips is his outlet. And he finds him right over the middle, and a lot of people breathe a sigh of relief seeing the Houston Roughnecks going for only one as opposed to 3, knowing what could have changed hands with a successful conversion.
From the 2 for 1 point. Make it a 10-point game and a 2-score game, and won't get anywhere close to that. Jordan Thompson, the stop on Andre Williams. Dan Morrison is the man who makes the call for the Houston Roughnecks on that. Morrison, who June Jones said is the smartest guy he knows, will tell Jones in advance of the series possession that should they score a touchdown, this is what we're going to do. And June said he just believes anything he has to say. So they knew long in advance they were only going to go for 1 there.
And still, obviously, only a 9-point game, 328, one of the improved rules of the XFL. Still a 1-possession game, touchdown and 3-point conversion. And Seattle can tie this thing and potentially force the XFL's first overtime.
Diana.
Head down here at Cam Phillips. Cam, there's no one that celebrates your touchdowns more than your quarterback. Last week, though, a little bit of a down game. Today, you're back and you're alive. What are you doing different today?
I'm just trying to let the game come to me. We did a great job picking the energy up. And I just understood, getting down how we were, that some plays are going to have to be made. So I just try to keep my composure all game.
Thanks, Steve.
Santiago up the middle. Out to the 31-yard line. Walker and Phillips, they got to do their thing for the second time. Having a good old time here.
Let's go.
The most lethal combination quarterback receiver to this point in the XFL. 18 unanswered points by the Roughnecks, who look to remain perfect. Seattle's offense is stalled out lately. Able to hit Austin Prohl on the reception. Seattle had 12 yards in the course of their last 12 plays. And that one, they popped it for 28.
How about this combination? Cam Phillips, if anybody is in the mix with P.J. Walker for the MVP vote, Cam Phillips might be there at wide receiver. Jordan Ta'amu in St. Louis, but those two, man, so lethal throughout the first half of the season.
It's Prohl again. Now they're going to say incomplete. Say the ball hit the ground.
Scat, Hank. Right, Beta. 21 Scat, Hank.
Anchor curl route, so expect him to.
Daniels throwing off the fingertips of Keenan Reynolds. 3rd down upcoming. Seattle down by 9. That is a 1-score, 1-possession kind of game in the XFL.
Here. Let's go. Trench right, Z right, 21 ace, Yole X drive. Trench right, Z right, 21 ace. Oh, Yole.
Biggest crowd of the season here in Houston for the 4-0 Roughnecks, getting loud. Obvious 4-down territory. Daniels wanted to run with it. The ball came out, and Houston says they have it.
You off.
DeMarcus Gates, the bottom of the pile.
Back out. I got him. Back out.
Let's see who's got it.
Hey, you're out. Back out. Whose ball? Back out. Yo, back out. Back out.
Flags come in.
Back out.
Nobody's letting go that ball, fellas.
Back out. Get your teammates and back them out.
Who else? DeMarcus Gates.
All right, what's the foul?
Gets the turnover on the fumble by Daniels. And they're in the crowd here in Houston. Still got to sort out the penalty markers.
Okay.
See if they add some time back, maybe. We're at the 2-minute warning, officially. 1:58 left.
Okay, did you say 47? 47, 40, no, we only got 4 to 1. 47 and 22. 47 is disqualified. Yeah.
It's something that happened on the screen.
The ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by the defense. The Houston's ball, first down. After the play, personal foul, recovering team, number 47 for Houston for throwing a punch. He's disqualified. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct of Houston, number 22, for pulling players off the foul. That's his first unsportsmanlike conduct foul. The Houston, only one foul will be enforced, 15 yards. Houston's ball, first down.
Gates is going to keep that football, but he's not going to be able to stick around. Now watch the final 2 minutes. Roughnecks ball in every way possible.
Marquise Gates, who was just ejected. You see, though, he's signing autographs. What did you get ejected for? What happened?
To be honest, I don't know. I just tried to make a play. The quarterback fumbled.
He doesn't know. Looks like you can see in the pile there was a punch thrown in a dangerous prone position. Gates has been so important in the last 3 victories. Key turnovers. He recovered that fumble that should, in essence, be able to seal the deal for Houston, especially with Seattle out of timeouts. And we're under 2 minutes to play.
With the timing rules, though, they do have to get a first down in order to ice this game completely. Because under 2 minutes, you have a 5-second stoppage after the ball is spotted before they run the play clock. So essentially, on every snap, you can take 20 seconds off. So they still need another first down to get this thing home.
And they're still throwing. Walker. And they're going deep. Why wouldn't you? Cam Phillips thinking about a hat trick. In the NFL, you could run about 2 minutes off the clock if the other team didn't have any timeouts. But here in the XFL, it can only take about a minute off because of those timing rules you spoke of. But again, Seattle's out of timeouts. Those are long
Trips
gone.
left, 32 Detroit.
But it's 3rd and 10.
Trips left, 32 Detroit.
If they can hold, Seattle should get one more shot with the ball. It's never over in the XFL. Unless you are over, which we are in this game. On the ground. There's your ball game, the first down. Out to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13. And the Roughnecks will take their sweet time now.
Over on the sideline here with June Jones and Chris Miller, one of their offensive guys, used to play for June Jones. He said, we got to get this thing to 1 minute. We get it to 1 minute, we're good. That's why they took the shot 2 plays ago.
Houston 8 of 10, Luke's, on 3rd down conversions. I mean,
not a bad day.
80%. You're going to win every game like that.
Yep.
You're staying on the field. You're keeping the other team's defense on the field. Houston will spend a timeout.
Let's go Bob Marley. Okay. And just understand, just don't take a sack. You know, if they do try to go 4-2 dog, you're probably going to have time. Just buy it and take a shot up on top. Okay. Just know the free one's going to be off this side, right? Okay. All right. Dan. Hold up, shut up.
Tell you the one thing about June Jones, guys, he does not care about down and distance. If they get the look that they want, he will throw it here. And that's what he's telling P.J. Walker, just don't take a sack and be cautious of where the dog's coming from.
Might as well. No. We're just kneel down.
P.J. said, you want me to throw it? He said, might as well.
Trips left up. H and Y tight. H and Y tight. QB kneel down. You just get down there next to the tackle.
The kneel down and victory formation for Houston. Hey, Greg, I think Seattle can't wait to get home. Strong second half last week. Great effort here today. Had to lead the entire game, but they look forward to getting some of that St. Louis kind of home field advantage. They were successful at home. The road has not been good to them, but they will be at home for their next 2 games against Los Angeles and New York. Both very winnable games at home for the Dragons.
Absolutely. And the West right now, Landry Jones being out for Dallas. I mean, Houston's clearly the class of the West right now, but the West very much open. If you're trying to secure one of those playoff spots, a couple wins at home can go a long way to getting you where you need to go. So Seattle very much alive as they're at the midway point here, even though they're only going to be heading their to 1-4 record overall.
The Roughnecks are going to go to 5-0, and they'll be in New York to take on the Guardians. We'll see you for that game from MetLife Stadium next Saturday here on ABC at 2 p.m. Eastern.
Hey, express. Second.
Another kneel down.
This is going to be interesting. They're going to get it with about 4 seconds left. It's 4th down. So technically they will have to snap the ball, but what you do in this situation, you run a play called Rambo air ball. You essentially have one receiver on the field. You run him on a vertical go route. The quarterback has to roll to his right where they're very, very well protected. He throws it as high as humanly possible, and basically you take an essentially an intentional grounding.
You just go in the shotgun. Go in the shotgun.
See how he explains it here.
Hey, PJ, throw it over their bench.
And that's how the game.
And there, I mean,
there's zeros on the scoreboard clock.
But it looked like when he went down, declared himself down, there was 1 second left.
Yeah.
So that is a very real possibility. They might have a 1st and 10 from the 22 with 1 second left.
That's amazing. Don't go anywhere. Somebody should tell the officials that. The officials are heading for the locker room. See if the replay booth wants to help out on this.
And look, 4, 3, down right there. 2 seconds left.
We appreciate you doing that.
At the 20-yard line.
Oh, this is unbelievable.
This is insane.
Somebody's got to go get the officials.
What's your name? Nice to meet you.
This is unbelievable. Clearly 2 seconds are left in this game.
Well, Coach, explain the sequence there on those last set of plays as you're trying to work that clock.
Well, we're trying to get PJ to take 3 seconds before he knelt down, and we were 4 seconds short.
Well, I heard you tell him throw it up and high into the Seattle bench.
On the bench, that's what I said, but we hadn't worked on that, but I just figured that if we just took the ball and airmailed it, the game would be over. So, but it ended.
You had a game today where maybe things didn't go ideal for you throughout portions of the game, and you guys responded, dealt with some adversity. How important is that for your football team to face that every now and then?
Well, you know, we kind of had adversity the whole time. We've been kind of lucky to win some games to this point, but the kids fought hard. We fought through a bunch of adversity, like you said today, a couple picks that we haven't been throwing, and the defense came up with some big plays at the end, so it was a good win.
All right, thank you very much, Coach. Steve?
You see it says final there, Lugs. We would believe there were 2 seconds left in the game. Wes Booker is the officiating supervisor. It's our understanding he's been on the phone with the XFL's head of officiating, Dean Blandino. Are we able to talk to Wes? They're still in communication. Where'd you have the ball, Greg?
At about the 21-yard line. That's where PJ went down to a knee. So right here, you're going to see him down at the knee. You see that clock right here. Knees down, 20.5-yard line, maybe with 3 seconds left.
Right, clock stops on a change of possession. That was 4th down.
Wow. Down by 9, 1 possession game. They can still score.
Absolutely.
They can get the 3-point conversion. They could tie it up and maybe force this thing into overtime.
From the 22-yard line. We see 22-yard touchdowns all the time.
And Brandon, yeah, you were right, man. You were right. Okay, all right.
Trying to dial up Wes Booker, the officiating supervisor. Wes, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, it's Stephen Gregg in the broadcast booth here, and we know you got off the phone with Dean Blandino.
Yes.
We believe that. It's our understanding from our replays, there's still 3 seconds left in the game, and it should be Seattle ball at the Houston 23 in a one-score game. Tell us what happened there.
Yes, it should be 2 seconds left. We had determined that the game was over, and we went back and looked at it in replay, but the game was already over, so there's nothing we could do to get everybody corralled back.
Why is that? I mean, everybody's still here. The officials just ran off the field. And that could be a seat and make it all the difference in the world. Difference in a team's season. One play from the 23.
Yes, it can, but we'll see. I'll see right here what we can do. But the game, as we said, is deemed as over, and the game is over.
All right. That's
Okay.
Wes Booker, the officiating supervisor, and people are cleared out and long gone. I'm not sure there's a Vegas impact here, although there probably is in some way.
I mean, it can't happen. I mean, it just absolutely can't happen. I understand the official. It's not like they're out of town.
That's right.
They're right up. They're 100 yards from where that play and from where P.J. Walker just kneeled down at the 21-yard line. It's not as if it's too late to get
not on the bus.
Back.
They're still dressed, still in uniform. Down to Diana. Wow.
Hey guys, I'm down here with P.J. Walker. We've been listening to you guys. I've been relaying to him the information you guys are finding out. You took a knee though with 3 seconds left there. Explain what happened.
I was trying to kill as much time as I could before the defense got to me, so I just tried to kill as much time as possible.
All right, well, it's officially over. The game is over. All right, so back to just what this team was able to do today. You call this the biggest challenge that you guys have had as a team. You started off a little rough, but you cleaned it up. How did you guys do that?
We just played our game. We stuck to what we know. We stuck to what we do. And, offensively, we just had to battle through adversity today. I had some bad turnovers, bad calls on my end as well. So I just got to pick my game and pick my play up as well.
Was there anything about today that you were seeing that maybe made it difficult for you compared to the other games that you were playing this season?
I think I just guessed on a few of them. I think that first fumble I had, I guessed on the play, on the coverage, and I ended up biting me. So I just got to be able to not guess and know what they're going to do.
PJ, you guys are undefeated. This crowd at one point was so loud, you stopped and looked at them when you guys were on the field like, shh, you got to hush this down. In terms of the crowd support that you've been getting, how much is it actually helping this team?
It's helping us a lot. We got the energy to, we started off slow, and I felt like the team ain't had that much energy as a unit, so the crowd got us going. Once we got some points on the board, the crowd got us going, and we was right behind them.
Yeah, you hear that MVPJ. We heard it clear. Thanks so much, Steve.
All right, Diana, thank you. Hey, back up here in the booth, and Greg, we knew there'd be some tricky math in the XFL, but that was based on the 3-point conversion, 2-point conversion to the 1 point. I mean, who knows what Seattle would have done with those 2 seconds? And we should still be playing football here, or at least had one more play.
It's inexcusable. That can't happen. And the XFL has been so universally just applauded for the changes in the implementation of some of the new rules. Very transparent, and they'll hone up to this. But this can't happen. There's 2 seconds left on the game, and Seattle should have an opportunity at the 21-yard line to go in. Now, there might be a 0.1% chance that they complete a ball in the end zone, score a touchdown, and then maybe even a smaller chance of that by tying a 3-point conversion on top of it. But this can't happen. The game cannot end like this when there's still 2 seconds left.
And everybody's still here. Everybody's still dressed. All the officials still dressed. Would not have been that difficult to get everybody back on the field. This will reverberate around the XFL for tomorrow and certainly the week to come.
Yeah, and it's another thing too. I mean, the math is imperfect. It's very difficult to kind of think about. Okay, well, he should have just thrown it over the. But the reality is this: I don't care how far the officials are, unless they're at Bush Airport or at Houston Hockey, they can still get back out there in uniform and finish this game appropriately. Because right now it's unfinished, and that to me is a really, really bad look for the way this thing has been handled.
Jim Zorn and the Seattle Dragons deserved a better fate. They deserved at least one last shot to try and tie up this football game. The XFL continues tomorrow on ESPN at 9 p.m. as the Tampa Bay Vipers face the LA Wildcats. Next Saturday, we'll be in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The Houston Roughnecks remain perfect at 5-0. They'll take on the New York Guardians. For Greg McElroy, Tom Luganville, Diana Rossini, our producer Josh Hoffman, our director Anthony DeMarco. I'm Steve Levy. So long from Houston. Thanks for watching the XFL on ESPN.